What is up, everybody? This is Jack T here, and today we're going to be talking about a topic that I feel like is not only close to home, but it's interesting and something that a lot of people don't really know. And I'm here to just put a little bit of information, put a little light to the subject, because in all honesty, the topic, if you couldn't tell by the title of the video, is how to deal with getting into a car accident. Now, first things first, getting into a car accident sucks, and I hope that none of you guys ever get into one. But you know, just sitting around and hoping that you don't get into one, and people telling you that, oh, you know, you'll probably never get into an accident, isn't going to help you prepare for the moment that, if God forbid, it actually does happen. Because when you get into an accident, already you're in such a high state of panic and you're kind of scared that really the last thing you're going to be able to do is think about the logical thing to be doing during this situation. So if you have a little bit of information, if you have this video out for you guys where I could tell you kind of my experience and how I dealt with it and how you guys can deal with it as well, then it should help you guys out a lot, because at least you'll have some sort of information and you'll know kind of a basic thing to do in case it does ever happen. Now, first off, if you get into an accident, if you're the one who's hitting them or if they're hitting you, first things first is to try to remain as calm as possible. Because really, if you're calm, then you're going to be thinking a lot more, and if you're thinking and you're being able to like react naturally and not in a state of panic to the situation, then it should make it a whole lot easier, not only on the entire situation itself, but on you too, because that way at least your heart won't be racing so much, because it's kind of a bad moment, you know. It's one of those moments in life that happens to everybody for the most part, but it's one of those things that everybody wishes never happened to anybody, you know. Because really, okay, so let's explain it like this. My accident was a rear end. I was the one who rear-ended them, and my entire front of the car was pretty messed up pretty badly. Now, for me, not much happened, and I can tell you guys this. So I did get bruises on my arms, but I didn't feel it at that moment because I had such a high state of adrenaline going that really physical pain like that I couldn't feel. And that's probably what would happen to you too, because it's just like a rush moment. It's kind of like one of those things that happen to you and you're in such a high state of shock that you're not even realizing like all the tiny things. That when I got home that day and I'd already calmed down, that's when I realized that my hands were actually hurting a lot because of the bruises and everything, and I had a cut on my like knuckles. But okay, so let's get started. So after the accident happens, first things first is to make sure to see if you're okay, if you have a passenger, if they're okay, and then try to get out of the car. You know, some accidents it's a little harder to get out of your car, but try your best to get out of the car, you know, assess the damage, but also first check if the other people are okay too, because in reality both of your cars probably got damaged, but as long as nothing happened to either person, then at least that's good, you know. Like, you're getting away with just something that happened to basically a material item. As much as we as car people treat our cars more than just as material items, it's still important to know that at least like no human lives were damaged or in any way, like nobody has a broken arm or anything, you know. Check if the other person or other people are okay, check if you're okay, check if your passenger is okay. Next thing is you're gonna have to go and actually talk to the people, and first off, I wouldn't move my car until like you guys either get pictures or whatever, because in some accidents then the location of the car could be important to what happened. Like, you know, if you guys move your cars, then you have damage on a certain part of your car that might look bad on you on the insurance, even though it wasn't your fault. So I wouldn't move my car. I would at least get pictures. I would call the police, because the police will help kind of assess the situation a little more, and they'll be like the calm figure. If you can't call somebody that you trust to come help you out, that's always a good thing if they can get there quick enough. Take pictures of everything, literally everything. I had so many pictures that my insurance company, when I called them and was giving them all the information, they're just like, wow, you really got everything, didn't you? I'm like, yes, I wanted to make sure I caught everything. So take pictures of your cars, take pictures of everything that happened to your car, front, back, you know. Even if it's not damaged, take a picture of it. Well, what's the worst that could happen? You waste an extra 2 megabytes of picture space. Take pictures of everything. You take pictures of your car, take pictures of the back of your car, of the inside of your car, so that way, if asked and if need be, they have like sort of something to look at. The insurance company has something to look at. Also, take pictures of their cars, take pictures of parts of the car that aren't even damaged. Just take pictures of everything. Also, you're gonna need their licenses. So, you know, the police will probably ask you guys for this if you do call them to the scene, and chances are nobody even called the police during my accident, but they happened to be passing by and they kind of came and advised us through it. take pictures of their insurance, take pictures of their registration, so you know the exact make, model, and year and everything about their car. So that way when you're reporting the accident, then it's a lot easier on you and it makes the process a lot smoother. So take pictures of your insurance, of their insurance, take pictures of their registration, take pictures of the licenses, take pictures of the license plates, take pictures of their cars, anything that you could take a picture of, take a picture of so you have some sort of record data. That way, when the time comes that you need to report it and any information or evidence is needed, you have it. Next thing is make sure your car is drivable, you know? If it's in a bad location, then you'll eventually have to move your car. See if you could move your car. The police, if they are there, will ask you, they'll be like, do you want us to call a pickup truck to tow your car, or move a tow truck so they could tow your car? Not a pickup truck, you can't tow a car with a pickup truck. So they'll ask you that, you know, see if your car needs it, if you don't think it's drivable, or if you think that it's not safe to drive and it is drivable, then have them or have somebody you know come and tow the car away, so that way it's in a safe location. Now the next steps of this process would be, you have to report the claim and you have to get your car fixed, and then if it's your fault, then the other people are going to have to claim their insurance. That's all on them. So you'll have to call your insurance. They'll tell them that you want to make a claim. You know, usually they should have 24/7 numbers. My insurance wasn't picking up the first 2 days. I was so mad. I'm like, I need my car fixed. Y'all need to hurry up. What are you doing? So yeah, you need to get your insurance and everything onto the accident so they can start working on it as quickly as possible. With that, they'll ask you a bunch of the questions based on the pictures you've taken. You'll have that information, hopefully. And then from then on, you know, it's kind of more of a waiting game. So they'll come and assess the damage to your car. They'll tell you whether or not it's totaled, you know, the basic information like that. And then they'll tell you what it's worth. They'll talk to your body shop and they'll start working on the car. That part it's kind of annoying, but it's the easiest part. At that point, you just have to wait for them to tell you what's up with your car and to fix your car. That part's not that bad. Calling the insurance, making sure that everything is done correctly, that's kind of the most important thing out of this. You know, if you're already safe, if the other people are safe, then you gotta just get all the information you need, so that way your accident doesn't end up being more than just an accident. You know, you could end up getting your car fixed, or if it's total, then you could end up getting the money for the car. So that way there's not much to worry about. So that's kind of like a basic rundown of what happens. I'm sure I probably missed something in there just because I'm no professional. I'm just talking from my own personal experience. You know, it's one of those moments that I wish didn't happen to me. I wish doesn't happen to any of you. But if it does happen, I want you guys to know kind of like what to do and like how to react. Most important thing is to stay calm. You know, that's one of the first things I've learned in life, is to stay calm no matter what situation you're in. And for the most part, I'm able to practice that and live by that very, very strictly. But at the same time, you know, sometimes things happen where you can't control your own panic, your own state of panic, because it's something that usually, it's not something that you're going to expect is going to happen. It's going to happen in such a rush. It's going to happen in like the blink of an eye, and you're not going to be mentally prepared for something like that. You're not going to be able to stay calm. So just try your best to stay calm, because really, if you're staying calm, then it makes this entire thing a lot easier. Again, you know, it's not the greatest thing, but it does happen, so you need to know how to deal with it. And I hope that this video kind of enlightened you guys about how to deal with an accident if it does happen. You know, if you guys like this type of video, it was kind of like a how-to, but it was an in-car vlog because it's Monday, finals are over, so I'm enjoying driving, you know, open roads, not having to worry about school or anything like that. So if you guys enjoy these types of videos, smash that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and subscribe for more. This has been Jack T. I'll see you guys on the next video.